Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. I hope this wasn't too much of a jump scare. I am completely barefaced and I am recovering from the flu and bronchitis. It's been going on 6 days now. I am just getting my voice back. It's been rough. I haven't really slept in like 3 days because of the cough and not being able to breathe. So yeah, it's been a time, and of course I picked the worst time, literally at my worst, to do this dedicated video. It's something that I've been wanting to do because I've sort of like embedded this into other videos, but I've not done like its own video. And it's one of the most common questions I actually get on my other channel, my plant channel, and that is, what is your skincare routine? So I thought I would take you through what my skincare routine is, plus my current makeup routine, since I need to get ready for filming another video today. Okay, so I told you I'm sick. Oh, my son, ticking time bomb over there. I'm alone with him right now. He's like independently playing, but he is due for his nap soon, so I might get cut off and have to like jump back into it. So, okay, I'm gonna first just do my makeup because I don't wanna look like this on camera anymore. The first thing I always start with is moisturizer. So the one that I'm using right now is the Trader Joe's ultra moisturizing gel moisturizer. Is that? Oh, ultra hydrating gel moisturizer. So I have been using this for probably 2 years now. You know what's weird is I could have sworn that the one that I was using before, it was like it didn't say with aloe and green tea extract, it was like with hyaluronic acid, and that's why I got it. I wonder if they changed it, because I'm not even seeing hyaluronic acid in here at all. Interesting, I literally just noticed that. But I haven't noticed like a difference in performance. I don't know, I've been using this for a while. So anyway, I don't know if it switched or if I'm just like in the wrong timeline again. I feel like I've been switching timelines. But yeah, anyway, this is the moisturizer that I'm using. I want to get like I really want to get like a heavy moisturizing cream, but I can't really find one that I like. I feel like they're either too oily, they're too heavy, they don't oxidize well, like it stays really sticky. Archie's in his screech owl phase. He just discovered how to screech and he has been non-stop screeching for 3 days. Okay, so in terms of problems that I have with my skin, I really don't have a lot of issues with acne. I chalk that up to being genetic because my grandma and my mom both have really good skin. Sorry, it's hard for me to, when I talk too much, I like get this really scratchy, choky sensation, and then I start gagging, which is really cute. The only issue that has been like a recurring issue for the last, I would say 10 years, is the eczema around my nose. I think it's eczema. I'm really self-conscious about it. It's harder to see on camera, but like when I meet people in person, I'm like, I bet you they're gonna be like, oh, she's got eczema around her nose. That's always my first thought. I get like really red, super red and like peely around my nose. I have tried every eczema cream under the sun. I'm telling you, I have bought every single product that had the word eczema in it. And I've really been wanting to avoid a steroid cream, which is why I haven't seen a dermatologist yet. But it's getting so painful, like this year specifically, it's been so painful. So I'm actually gonna go see a dermatologist soon and try and get like some kind of prescription cream, because it gets so inflamed, so red, and then once it heals, it just peels like crazy, and there's really nothing I can do about it. The only cream that's really helped in terms of the, I would say, inflammation and the peeling is this Gold Bond medicated cream, but it's still not like 100%. Like I know I need something stronger. And then also because I've been sick, I've been blowing my nose a lot and I'm like just breaking out around my mouth area. I've got a huge pimple right here and it's super cute. So we're gonna ignore that. The next thing in my skincare routine is makeup routine is chapstick. I feel like this is a step that a lot of like makeup tutorials skip, and it's like whatever they use to hydrate their lips. you're crooked. Again, I have tried so many different kinds of chapstick because my lips also get really dry. I find that a lot of the chapstick out there, it's just formulated to like give you hydration when you put it on, but the second you don't have it on anymore, it's like, it gets even drier. But the O'Keeffe's Lip Repair, this is like the best stuff that I've used, and I don't really have issues with the peeling anymore and the dryness. I feel like this is like the best that my lips have felt and looked in years. And it's funny, the reason that I tried this was because my dad recommended it. He was buying this stuff in bulk, and I'm like, what is the deal with this chapstick that you love so much? And he's like, trust me, it works really well. And he let me have one when I was in California. And that was like the best my lips have felt. And usually when I travel to California, like I have like dryness issues. I think it's just like the change in environment, change in pollen and stuff like that. So I have been using this ever since. Next thing is going to be the primer. So I'm using, oh, by the way, I wanted to mention, I feel like this gel moisturizer is the perfect moisturizer to wear under makeup because it's not super heavy, it's not tacky, but it leaves kind of like this really nice soft texture, and I just find it to be a really good base for makeup. These are the two primers that I'm going back and forth in between. These are the e.l.f. Power Grip primers. The only difference is this one has niacinamide, and I don't really know, I can't tell the difference really between both of them. I will say though that I think this one feels a little bit tackier, like it feels like it's a little bit stronger, whereas this one is a little bit more airy, or I don't really know what the word is, but since I have a long filming day, I'm gonna opt for this one today. I usually just do 2 pumps. I kind of like spread it on my fingers, and then I like just tap it around my face and push it into my face rather than like spread it around. I just find that it like distributes better, and then I don't know, it just works better. So all the way down here, I don't do my neck because I don't want it to be sticky. I am like my dad in a lot of ways. My dad has a lot of like sensory issue stuff, so it's just funny, like I used to make fun of him growing up, but me and my sister say all the time that we are so much like my dad now in our adult years. We just, so many of the things that we used to make fun of him, I'm like, okay, so that's just me now. The next step is usually, this is like, I'm just all e.l.f. e.l.f. should sponsor me, even though I have no followers on this channel. The next thing I'm gonna use is the e.l.f. Brow Lift. I can't say that I love this, honestly. I've still been trying to find like a eyebrow gel that works well with Asian eyebrows. I almost wonder if I like venture into a skincare brand that's Asian just because maybe it's formulated for Asian eyebrows. What I mean by Asian eyebrows is that many of us, our eyebrows tend to grow downward like the hairs, so lifting it is a little bit trickier, and I don't like to do too many layers of it because then I don't know, it just becomes like part of your face. I still like the fluffiness of the eyebrows. I don't want it to just be glued down. So I usually try and only do like 2 layers of this. So sorry, there's something in my contact. I just have a little spoolie brush that I've angled spoolie brush, and I just get these at the dollar store. They're so cheap. And then I just kind of like brush upward. I need to do my eyebrows so bad. I've been trying to find a threader that will do house calls. I know that sounds so bratty, but it's kind of like hard to leave my house lately, and the eyebrow threader that I went to last time, I really liked her, but the neighborhood was so sketch. The last time I went there, I parked like a block away, and literally this guy watched me park. He crossed the street, and as soon as I got out of my car, he literally followed me. I'm not even joking. He followed me, and then he waited outside of the eyebrow shop for probably like 20 minutes, and he just kept like peering in. And so I had the eyebrow tech lady walk me to my car. I got my eyebrows done at another place and they completely fumbled. And so I'm just like scared. So I've just been doing it myself, but I just can't keep up with it. My eyebrows grow so freaking fast. I used to have really, really thick eyebrows as a kid. It was like one of my biggest insecurities. I was so happy when my mom finally let me pluck it or get it done, and that was an absolute disaster. I'll tell that story another day. Okay, once the eyebrows are brushed, I just let it dry for a little bit, and in this time, I will start putting on my foundation, and I'm just using this e.l.f. foundation. I like it. I do find it to be pretty long lasting, and it does well underneath blush, both powder and sort of like a, what is this, like a cream blush. But I think that like, if I used it in a setting where I'd be like sweating and like outside, like if I went to like a wedding or like, yeah, I just like went out, I don't think it would be as long lasting. It's fine when I'm like at home and I'm just filming, but yeah, I don't think it's super long lasting under sweat. And the reason I say that is because on the days where I'm filming all day long, I do find that by midday I have to reapply my entire foundation again because it just looks like it's gone. But I like that there's not a lot, there's no like breakage. I don't feel like I'm ever like seeing like cracks, but at the same time it is really light. Like it's super lightweight. This is not a full coverage foundation by any means. Very light and it's dewy. So if you have oily skin, this is not for you because it's gonna leave sort of like this luminous finish. People are always like, you look so dewy, you look so, you're glowing. And like, obviously I'm so thankful that people are so sweet and kind to me. But for one, I actually have really, really dry skin. And most of the products that I reach for are gonna be like dewy, glowy, formulated. So like, if you guys remember what I looked like in the beginning of the video, like I'm way more luminous now, and that is all product. So yeah, I do the method where I tap in. I've tried going back to using brushes to apply my foundation, and I know that these beauty blenders, they absorb so much product, but I just find that it makes it look more natural on the skin rather than a brush. With the brush, it's like you get really full foundation, like full coverage, but I don't think I really like that look. So yeah, I do one layer and then I just kind of top up with a second layer, especially if I'm gonna be filming for a long time. If I'm gonna be filming for like a really short period, I don't do a second layer just because I don't like the way that makeup feels on my skin. The first thing that I do before I even turn off the lights in here or anything, sometimes my camera is still on, I rip my makeup off. I run straight to the bathroom and I take it off. I'm just a sensory, like a high sensory person. And so when there's makeup on my face, I am actively thinking about it, feeling it. Like it bothers me. My little screech owl, he's ready for his nap. I don't think I'm gonna get through this makeup tutorial before he starts hooting and hollering. Then I take my concealer and I'm just using the Morphe filter effect. This is not the right color for me. I did not do a good color match, but I just put it around my nose. And then while that is sort of like drying and oxidizing, I am gonna do my eyebrows. So this is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Waterproof Brow Pencil. I actually really like this. It's in the color, what color are you? Deep brown. It's just one of these, like where it has the little tip like that. I used to use like a powder eyebrow thing, and then I used to use an angled brush, but I've actually found that this looks a little bit more natural and I can like shape my brows way better. I literally just did my eyebrows and it's already falling. And I kind of just fill in. I don't really like the look of a super, what's the word? Carved is carved the right word? Like carved out eyebrows? No, I don't think that's the right word. I watch so many makeup tutorials, you'd think that I would know the terminology and the cool lingo. Alas, I do not. I just kind of want to make sure that like my little empty patches are filled in. I do plan on getting microbladed at some point, but I'm considering doing laser hair removal first in my armpits. I just want to get that done because I hate doing the maintenance under there. It's so annoying. I will admit I am really terrible at doing eyebrows. I feel like I never get them looking right, looking even, but I feel like on camera I can fake it a bit. It's more so like if you see me in person, don't ever look at my eyebrows too closely because you're not gonna like what you see. But I pencil in and then I kind of like fluff and diffuse with the spoolie so that it looks a little bit more natural and not so like drawn in. But I don't like the look of dark eyebrows on me. I just don't feel like I have the right face for it. So yeah, I like to brush it out as much as I can once I get the spots filled in. That's as good as it gets for my eyebrows. I don't spend too much time on it. And then I'm gonna do my nose and kind of just like get the redness out. The one thing I hate about long filming days, or like if I'm gonna be out really long and I'm trying to like cover the redness if it's like really flared up, is that it ends up cracking. It doesn't matter what base I use, like what primer, what setting spray I use, it always cracks. And I think it's just the nature of it being my nose. Like I'm talking and it's moving all the time. So yeah, I'm just ready to get a cream that works so that I don't have to deal with this anymore. It's not so bad during the summer, but during the winter, like right now, well, it's spring now, but during like the winter, it is so bad. Next thing is the blush. I go back and forth between a few different ones and they are all e.l.f. So the ones that I started using first are these Camo liquid blushes. They're very high pigment. I was surprised at how high pigment these are. You need like the tiniest little dab to cover the entire side of your face. So this lasts a really long time. I would say that this one is probably my favorite. It's in the color, what color is this? Berry Well. And then this one is Dusty Rose. I would say that if you have lighter complexion, this is gonna look more natural. If you have darker complexion, this one is probably gonna be better. My sister actually gave me this one because she's darker than me and it doesn't really show on her face. So these are the monochromatic multi-sticks. And I think it's called a multi-stick because you can use it like in multiple places on your face, but I obviously just use it as a blush and they just look like that. They're just like these sticks, these little sticks. This one is in the color Dazzling Peony. Oh, she gave me this one because it doesn't show up on her skin. This is the one that I bought. And this one is Bronze Cherry, and I love Bronze Cherry. So I think I'm gonna be using this one today. Honestly, if I'm having a long filming day, I should probably opt for one of these, but I don't know, I'm really wanting to use this one right now. So it does have a little bit of shimmer in it, so be aware if you don't like any blushes with shimmer, this is not gonna be for you. These ones don't have shimmer. I just take my e.l.f. Putty Primer Applicator, and oh my gosh, my group chat is going absolutely crazy. I'm gonna put it on Do Not Disturb. I'm waiting for a package, which is why I didn't want to put it on Do Not Disturb. Okay, so then I just take it and I just put it on here. I don't really like putting this directly on my skin because I just feel like it leaves it really like patchy. So I just try and get it nice and even on this brush, and then I just pat it into my skin. And I primarily put blush right on the cheekbone and then higher up this way. And then I kind of like rub it in so that it's not so concentrated. Again, I'm like pretty much every product that I'm using has like some kind of glow, glitter, shimmer, something, because I'm so dry that I want to look more alive and dewy on camera. I really don't like the really matte look. So once I get it on my cheeks, and I tend to go heavier with the blush in the beginning because I find that blush, no matter what brand, it just comes off and you have to always like reapply. This color is definitely very, very bronzy. It's like a dark pink with like a gold undertone shimmer. And so when I get it on, so when I put it on my cheeks, I then take whatever's remaining and I put it on the bridge of my nose, sort of across, to give it like this sort of like, I've been under the sun all day and I'm glowing. Okay, and then for the lips, I usually have two kinds of things that I do. So I'll either go like more of a nude look or I'll go like a darker lip. And I think today I'm feeling more of the nude. I don't really want to do a dark lip today, but this one is the Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint. I actually really like this stuff. It's a little bit tacky, so if you're not really into that texture, this is not going to be for you. But what I'm going to be using today is the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in Sandy Beige, and then I'm pairing it with the Quo Beauty lipstick. This is in the color Bear It All. My poor guy. I do overdraw a slight amount just because I don't know. I don't really like my top lip. And then I will just go in. I don't like to do a thick layer. I just kind of like tap. Tap, tap. And that is that. And then I take my beauty blender and I kind of just like diffuse the edges a little bit. Sometimes I'll use both of these together and I'll just do like a little like tint of this like burgundy-ish color like in the center, but I'm not really feeling that today. And then I'm gonna finish it all with a setting spray. So these are the two that I use. It just depends like where I'm going. Usually if I'm going out, I'm gonna use the Stay All Night. If I'm just staying home, I'm just gonna use the Dewy setting spray, the Power Grip setting spray. So give it a good shake. I probably use more than I should, but I don't know. I feel like you can't use enough setting spray. This is my holy grail. I feel like this just like finishes everything. You're gonna have to give me 1 second. All right, sorry guys. He was very upset. It's so hard to work from home on the days where Vince is in the office. And it's just me here. Trying my best. Luckily, I'm only filming once a week now, so there's only like one day in the week where he kind of has to be a little bit more independent. And then the rest of the week, I am mom. I'm in mom mode. So I just put him down for a nap. He's not sleeping yet. He's just kind of rolling around in there and making all these sounds, but he should be, I hope, asleep in the next 10 minutes. My voice is going, so I gotta skedaddle on this. I'm gonna hate editing this video and hearing how terrible my voice sounds. But anyway, where did I leave off? Setting spray, right. I'm gonna just do a little bit of a touch up because I had a mask on. I've been masking around Archie so that I don't get him sick, and it's a miracle that my husband and Archie are both not sick. I've been pretty good about like washing my hands and like sanitizing all surfaces and stuff, and like just masking around both of them. But I was just so sure with how small our apartment is that he would have, like Vince at least would have gotten sick, but I think we're in the clear. I am looking for a new humidifier, or not humidifier, air purifier. I think this is the one that I'm gonna get, but it's only available in the States, so I'm gonna be going there next month, and I think this is what I'm gonna be bringing back. And that is it for my makeup routine. now that the makeup routine is done, I'm going to be just showing you guys some of like my favorites, like some of my favorite things that I use like almost every day that I incorporate into my skincare routine. So I don't know how beauty people stay so organized and keep everything out of the frame. Okay, the first one is this. So this is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Skin Therapy Cleansing Oil. And I have been using this for, I want to say it's been like a year. I think I've been using this for a year now. This is my 4th bottle. And this is all I use in terms of cleansing right now. I used to use a bunch of different things from the Ordinary. And I used to use like Cetaphil, I used to use all those. This is all I need now. Not only does it melt away all of my makeup, but it just feels super hydrating, and it like gives like this nice sort of like, I don't know, soft feeling on my skin, but it's not sticky. It's not sticky at all. I was really hesitant to use this when I saw it recommended in a TikTok video, and all of the comments were just like, I love this stuff, I love this stuff. But I've kind of stayed away from oils because, again, sensory thing. I don't like the way oil feels on my skin, on my face. If I'm cooking and I even get a little bit of oil on me, it is like I'm just scrubbing, like I just cannot stand it. But this does not leave any kind of oily finish at all. It is just completely like soft after. So I really like this stuff. One thing that I do use after cleansing is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Skin Therapy Oil. So they kind of just go together. And this one has vitamin E, and what else does it have? Oh, the ingredients aren't on here, but I heard vitamin E is good for the skin, and so I just, wanted to try this, and I do feel like it kind of makes my skin look a little bit more, what's the word, like elastic or smooth? I don't know. This is why I'm not a beauty influencer, because I have no idea how to describe things, but I just feel like it makes my skin feel healthier, and that's kind of what I'm going for. The only other thing I would love to incorporate into my skincare routine is some kind of like wrinkle cream, something with like collagen or something, because I'm 35. How old am I? I think I'm 35. I think I'm 35. I don't think I'm 36. I'm 35 now, and I feel like I need to start thinking about wrinkle stuff. Not that I'm really scared of aging. I feel like aging is beautiful and aging is a gift. And so I kind of want to embrace things like gray hairs coming in and things like that. I have not had a gray hair yet, but when that time comes, no hair dye here. I actually can't wait to get gray hairs. I think gray hair is so pretty. I used to really be obsessed with trying to find an eye cream because I find my eyes to be very like puffy down here, and I feel like it makes me look really sleepy. I have like teardrop almond eyes, and that already makes me look really sleepy. And so I've been obsessed with finding like an eye cream that like brightens and lifts. I don't think that exists. I think all eye creams are like a scam. I just don't think anything works. So I stopped obsessing over that, and now I just want to find a good wrinkle cream. And then I think this will be my skincare routine going forward for a very long time, if not indefinitely, just because I used to use so many things. I used to use like the vitamin C, like powder, like it just had like, it was like a 10-step night routine, and I just don't have that patience anymore. So the simpler, the better. Sometimes if I'm not like using this, I'll just use water. Just like use water and wash my face. I think one important thing is to not use the same towel to dry your face or wipe your face every night. I just use a paper towel, and I make sure that it's a clean paper towel, and then I use the paper towel to like wipe off the counter, and yeah, kind of doubles as both. So speaking about cleaning your skin, I actually can't find the other one. I like tossed it into my cabinet and I can't find it. But these little things, my mom got them for me, and they're like little sweatbands that you put on your wrists, and then when you wash your face, like all of the water that drips on your hands that always end up like down here and going down your elbows, it all gets absorbed nicely into here and it's just nice and clean. So this is one thing that I highly recommend to anyone who's like me and doesn't like the water getting all over the counters. Oh, he's still awake. The next thing is the Native Eucalyptus and Mint Body Wash. I love this stuff. This is my third bottle now. I have never gone through so many bottles of the same body wash. I love the smell. I feel like it is the perfect amount of minty smell. It's not overwhelming, but it's not so subtle that you don't really get that eucalyptus. And I like that it's really, it gives you a lot of suds. I feel like a lot of these kinds of washes that are essential oil based, they just, I don't know, there's no bubbles, and I just feel like I'm not getting clean without the bubbles, and I just feel better when there's bubbles. So it just has everything that I love, and I like that even after my shower you can smell it on you. They make a ton of different scents, but the eucalyptus and mint is by far my favorite. And they also have a shampoo. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, and I say this begrudgingly, is that the right word? It's the Ariana Grande Thank You Next 2.0 scent. This is the best smelling scent I have ever put on myself. They have the body mist, which is this one, and then they have the perfume. But I much prefer the mist because I can keep reapplying it and it's not so strong. But I have never been complimented so much than I have since wearing this. The amount of times that a stranger has like walked by me and they're just like, you smell so good, like asking what the scent is. Yeah, this stuff is amazing. But I say this begrudgingly because I'm just so icked out by Ariana Grande. Like, I know that maybe we don't know like the full truth of what happened, but there's enough information out there to like, it's just icky. The whole thing with Ethan Slater, him having a new baby, a wife, it just grosses me out. Grosses me out that there was a kid involved and she's still... Anyway, I'm just not an Ariana Grande fan anymore. I used to be her biggest stan. Like, seriously, I just was obsessed with her, and now I just like, I can't even like look at her without feeling like gross. But dang it, she made a really good smell, and it's just, oh my god, it's incredible. You guys, whenever I put this on, my Vince needs to be like in handcuffs. Like, he is just... Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here because I think if I keep talking, he's probably not gonna fall asleep. He's still rocking around. But I hope this was helpful. If you guys have been wondering about my skincare routine, makeup routine, literally no one has ever asked me what my makeup routine is, but here I am. I gave it to you anyway. If you have any wrinkle cream suggestions that are not gonna break the bank, please send them my way. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm sorry for the yucky. Sorry for the voice and all the raspiness. It's all really gross, but yeah, I had to get back into work. I wanted to get a video up on this channel this week. So yeah, don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one.